You are now in the Soul Studio with your host, JaciCaprice, right here on worldwidecoreradio.com. Relax, relate, breathe.
Yo, what's good, fam? This is your girl, JaciCaprice, and you are officially in the Soul Studio now. It's 7:45. I think it's about 7:45, almost a little bit under, a little earlier than that. And we're on a little bit early today, but you know what? It is all good. Hey, James, can you turn me up just a little bit? Just a little bit. Make it sound so clear. That's what's up, man. I was sick last week. I don't know about you all, but this weather is kicking a sister's tail. I mean, literally kicking a sister's tail. I was so sick. I was congested. And we ran our pre-show. Well, not actually a pre-show, but we ran a pre-recorded show last week, talking with Jessica Caramore, who's just an awesome poet, Detroit's own poet, lyricist, just activist. She's just dope like that. And so it was really cool to go ahead and run that. But we are back at it. Man, I don't know about y'all, but this weather's kicking my tail. These potholes are kicking my tail. It's so funny because not only am I focusing on these potholes, but I'm looking at everybody else's cars and everybody has the same position. Everybody has their chin up and their eyes down, right, trying to dodge them potholes, man. How you doing?
Right here on the corner.
Yes, I hit that one.
Right.
You know, and I got a Honda Civic, so I'm already low to the ground. I miss my Jeep.
Everything, right.
Everything. And I'm like, man, it's going to take one bump and that mug is just going to explode.
Yeah, we're going to be like the Flintstones in a minute.
Yeah. Just take off.
Right.
How you doing, James? You good?
I'm good today. I'm good.
That's what's up, man. I missed you last week. It's good to see you.
I know. We missed you too.
That's what's up.
Feeling better?
I love it. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better, man. Especially because I got two awesome guests in here this evening. I mean, these two don't understand. Like, I usually get hyped for the guests that have come in here because I've had some really awesome guests in here.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We've met some really awesome people doing some great things in the city. But right here, I have like a hip hop utopia going on tonight. Like, I got Insite the Riot to my left.
Whoa.
And as if that's not enough, I got DJ L BOOG to my right.
Is that who that was?
That's who that is. DJ L BOOG, man. What's up, fam? How y'all doing?
All right.
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Happy to be here.
I love y'all. Look, I'm in between y'all. I don't know what to. For y'all who are looking at the Ustream, man, y'all can see probably I got the biggest smile up in here. Like, she beaming. I love them. You know, Inside You with 5E Gallery meeting you there and you doing awesome things, you know, as an MC, you know, a female MC, but just as an MC in general. You know, it's really an honor to have you here. So, you know, we're looking forward to chopping it up with you.
Oh man, it's an honor to be here for real.
Yes. So y'all, if y'all don't know about her, you're gonna know about her tonight, man. And over here to my right, DJ L BOOG. What's up, fam?
Hey, I'm here.
That's what, and you know, you don't even do radio.
Nah.
But we go back.
I want to though.
We
gotta make that happen.
We gonna make that happen.
Right spot today.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we gonna make that happen.
We about to make that happen.
I think I got a jersey for you.
That's what's up.
I think I got a jersey for you.
First string.
First string starter. Yeah, get me in the game. So so you here doing radio, man, and you and I go back like underoos. You know what I'm saying?
What is it? We met at 07.
We did. Yeah, 07. 07. You were spinning. I can't remember what church that was at. You were doing your thing. You were the mustard seed. I think y'all were doing the mustard seed thing.
Well, one of my homies was
mustard seed. Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, right off the bat, I don't know. I think we just instantly connecting like family.
Yeah, it was just random. I think how we connect on MySpace or something?
I think so.
That's when MySpace was hot.
That's going back.
That's history.
That's real history. MySpace. Yes.
Yeah, MySpace.
Yeah, that's how we connected, man. The power of social media is really big, and you know, I tell artists all the time, like, don't sleep on it. Like, you can really connect to some really dope people and make some friendships that'll last a lifetime.
Yeah, for real. That's how I found a lot of people that I done found. You know, started with MySpace, Facebook, then Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram. I found a lot of people on SoundCloud. That's where I found a lot of music now. Like,
SoundCloud.
I love indie music, so you know, I found a lot of people on SoundCloud and Bandcamp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's how you do it. Like, I mean, you know, it's so funny because, like, as a DJ, you know, you think about your DJing, you think about when there's vinyl, DJing for vinyl, and we're doing, like, even your setup now is digital, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like your crates now have become those social media, you know, avenues, like where, like you're saying, your SoundClouds and
the same way you had to go to the stores to search your records, now you got to go online and search. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
It's the same thing. It can be a pain sometimes, but, you know, a lot of times it's worth it because you usually always find some gems, you know what I'm saying? You always come across something that's like whoa. Like, I gotta play this right here. And you want to tell everybody, like, yo, dog, I found a new joint. Dude, I want to listen to you right now.
Right, and then you spin it. Well, I got a surprise for you because I was on the way to work today, and it's so funny because both Insite and Boog were teasing me because they said, you know, I've been sending emails, and I run a tight ship. You know what I'm saying? I got the rundowns, and I want to make sure everybody's on the same accord. And they were teasing me saying that my emails were just hype. And this is like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm shooting them emails like people don't sleep. But I'm just so excited to have you all here. And I got something special for you as a DJ. I was on my way to work and I came across this song. So James is going to spin it. And I want you to listen to it, Mr. DJ.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can keep our mics open too, because I want to get this reaction. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious. Real talk.
You can put me on blast, right?
Well, I got just so much respect.
I'm gonna just listen to it. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
You ain't gonna say nothing?
No.
Okay, yeah, we gonna inside now. I'm gonna say something. Whatnot?
Nah.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yes. It's a roller skates. Hey. Yeah, you kicking your head back. I see you. Man, for y'all looking at the Ustream, man, he getting it.
This take me back to Northland Skate.
Right.
Man.
You gotta be a Detroit.
Yes.
Dude, like, I used to skate faithfully back in the day.
That's
boy.
what's up. You roller skated.
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
Man.
Skate day.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah,
you know what it is when they drop that in.
This right here, man.
Music right here.
Yes, real music, man. And
I can play this type of stuff all day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right after this. But this definitely make you want to skate.
Yes, it does.
Anybody that used to skate,
right,
hearing this right now,
yeah,
I bet you they're in their living room like one.
Slide. You know you can't help it. I was like
I'm
that.
just saying, man.
It is. Must be the music, Mr. DJ. Hey, makes you want to kick back and just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pump them shoulders.
Hey, you just took me back to Saturday mornings at Mama house.
Hey, yes.
You know, you gotta clean the house up before you go anywhere.
Yes, I remember that. And at least you can play music doing it.
Right.
You know, that's some good time. Yes, that's Mr. DJ right there.
Yeah,
that's for you.
dope.
That's you, man.
That's crazy because all I can hear is the Deion Sanders remix right now in my
Must be the money.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prime Time.
I forgot. That is hilarious, man. But
That's what I thought that was. Right. Must be the money.
Must be the money, dog. This must be the DJ. You know, we got him in here.
Man, that Prime Time video was crazy hilarious. I'm gonna have to look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I ain't seen that in so long, man. The 90s was crazy.
Yeah, on their own. The 90s were nuts. They were extremely
After that,
nuts.
the cartridges went to hell.
Man, you know what? You right about that. What happened?
That's a whole other subject.
You know, I'm gonna write that one down, and we are gonna talk about that one on one of these shows. Real talk.
What happened? Where did we go wrong?
What the hell happened? But yeah, man.
What happened
So
to this type of music?
Right.
this right here. Well, see, I mean, you're the DJ, and I think
this phased out though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like with everything else. You know, everything kind of like goes in certain cycles or whatever. And you hear like little hints of stuff like this in some people's music, but not really. But it need to get back to this. And people really want to dance.
Right.
Yeah.
That's because that generation they're older and they're not passing on the torch to teach them about your history of music. So they think Team Eastside and Vezo, and it's the only music that's ever been played. They don't even know about the AWOLs,
right?
Or the Young MCs. You know, our history.
And the music back in the day, man, there was like a certain spirit, you know, a certain soul about it, you know, and like I'm thinking about old school hip hop, like the cats that, you know, we rock to, you know, there was always, even though it was hip hop, there was still a soul, like there was soul music, there was R&B, you know, it was that kind of mix to it.
Yeah, man, I was just listening to some Dana Dane the other day.
Hey, yes.
Nobody know about Dana Dane.
They don't know about that. They're like, Dana who?
Right.
She lived down the street. Dana Dane. So as a DJ,
man, like the original LL, like we came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Like the bell.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
I'm
Hard. Radio, all that stuff, man. And
that's my stuff, man.
yeah. So as a DJ, you feel like you are responsible for preserving that? Do you feel any responsibility for that? Like making sure that
I play
it?
I play a lot of that stuff all the time. Like at this point, you know, most of the gigs that I'm doing now, and even that I'm even kind of leaning towards at this point is where I can play a variety, which means I can play the old and the new. You know what I'm saying? Because I like old school music.
Yeah.
And you know, then there's a lot of people that follow me that are in my age range, and they don't go out as much. You know what I'm saying? But when they do, they want to hear everything. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to just hear all the new stuff.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause what they gonna do to it?
Exactly. You know exactly. The stuff we used to listen to, we'd be on the dance floor,
you
man.
hear something that you used to vibe to back in the day, like it just take you there. You know what I'm saying? So people will be like, "Oh man, you know, you played my joint."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real DJing. When a DJ can take you to that place, that's real DJing.
That is.
Like, so, you know, it be taking me back. You know what I'm saying? When I be playing it, or I like be going through my library and I find something like, oh man, I forgot about this song. Then I get hyped and I play it and everybody else be hyped with me.
Right.
Oh, man.
On and popping. And that's what music's supposed to do, is to connect people, you know? I mean, it's an event, you know? It's like eating Sunday dinner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember when we have house parties and stuff like that back in the day, you know?
Man, we need to bring those back.
We do. We really do need to bring back those house parties, you know what I'm saying? Even though the dances we had.
House parties I had. Y'all just cans through the window. That's that 80s baby shit.
The garbage can.
Right.
Nah, we need like one of those cribs that's in Highland Park, or the Boston Edison district.
Yes.
You be rocking all the floors. Everybody just be getting it in. Going from room to room. Just dancing.
Hey, patent pending. That's L BOOG. Don't nobody take that. That's patent pending.
I mean, I'm sure somebody else has thought of it, but you know, that's just what comes to mind. I think about all the, you know, even when they depict it in movies or whatever.
Yeah.
You always see the old style cribs, and they got like, there's like 4 different rooms going on. You got somebody upstairs getting it in.
Someone always in the bathroom, plugging it up, breaking the toilet.
You know what I'm saying? Or somebody who got a dope yard. You know what I'm saying? So you got the people inside, and you got your backyard bumping. Like, that's the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Man, speaking of bumping, man, we want you actually, because we got in here early, so we're gonna have you actually spinning into the 8 o'clock hour, man, doing us a little brief set here in a minute, and then when we come back, man, we're gonna be speaking with Insite the Riot. We're gonna speak more with you, L BOOG. We're gonna speak with you, James, because it's awesome to have you on the mic too, man. You know, your insight is really good.
Play on words.
I'm a wordsmith, right? No pun intended. I'm a wordsmith. So, you know, you go ahead and set yourself up. And Insight, man, I'm really looking forward into getting into your music, your projects, man, all that good stuff. Because you're really dope. And, you know, the first time I met you, I was like, man, this sister is really fly in what she's doing and representing, you know, MCing.
Man, fam, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you having me out to be able to share that with you and your listeners.
No doubt. No doubt, man. And if y'all listening, y'all can surely call in and speak to either one or talk to all of us, man. 248-397-8085. 248-397-8085. I do want to give a shout out to my mommy who is under the weather, and she's tuned in and listening. Mom, I love you. Prayers have gone up. You know what I'm saying? We lit our incense and all that good stuff. So you just rest up and drink your ginger tea and know that we love you. Sending love and peace and positivity your way, okay, man? This is L BOOG on the 1s and 2s right here on the Soul Studio. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
Yeah. For the real hip hop. We going to New York with this. Oh. They like King Beast to the beat. this track, been proof is fashion. Dress to impress, call it a vest, call a jacket, plus the hat and jeans match it. My shoes too, let me show you how I do. Adjust my tongue and let my soul talk. One thought, just think, my footprints don't make sense. People give me stares, so I step up, no loss. I Facebooks instead of Facebook. My gestures become lectures. Now read my Facebook, my laughs are paragraphs. My eyes squint is a sentence. Change my contents and that's another chapter. You would get it if you read backwards, then stick to the step like Kappa. So before, after the dress code, not really addressing clothes. Just do your homework. This where the lesson close. I'm giving it just to get again. I highly recommend that you make amends. Make a friend breathe and take it in. I'm on my second verse, call it my second win. Like pulling up to the end, I'm checking in. I'm an author, how could I forget my pen? So when it comes to freestyling, I'm indifferent. But I does it, who does it? Who does this? I've done it, so I'm done then. I got a politics, not really into the politics. I'm from another parliament. You see, my aura's positive, I don't promote no junk. See, I'm far from a bully and I ain't a punk. I'm with the top guns, high altitude, autopilot. I'm on my time cruise.
Down, you feel the things you never felt before. Nothing left to say to ease your fears, but I know just what to do. Let me take good care of you. Kick off your shoes, take off the blues and come to me. So much to do, so much is nothing to see. You might as well come a little closer. Said and done, and there's nothing left to share. It's the morning after all, what you like. Just want what you like. Always told me you should not get into love. But saying no so hard to do so. Cause when the feeling's right, you might as well. Yeah. Pick up the shoes to go. So come to me. So much to do, so much is nothing to see. You might as well come a little closer. Girl, don't make me wait too long for you. Just want your attention. Excuse my intent. Just keep your feelings intact. Don't hurt nobody. Let there's no need to mention for this I've been wishing. There's no turning back. Lady, please take my hand. Let's make
We'll be right back after these important messages.
You are now in the Soul Studio with your host, JaciCaprice, right here on worldwideclorradio.com. Relax, relate, breathe.
Ready for some hot adult entertainment? Come to Detroit's largest adult playground, Jaguar. 3 for $25 Patron, $7 Long Island Blue motherfuckers, and Purple Rain. Full food menu and day shift drink specials. Mention Core Radio at the door for half off your entrance. Promotion may vary. We want to make you hot and bothered with the sexiest adult dancers in the D. Jaguar. 15606 Joy Road. See you there.
He's coming to the Garden Theater.
Fraud, cause y'all niggas, that's that shit I don't like.
76 Global, E-Dub, 30 Rich, and Get Fresh Entertainment presents the Spring Break Explosion, starring the one and only Chief Keef. And straight up the east side, it's that boy, live on stage, I swear, Bezo. The Spring Break Explosion, March 8th at the Garden Theater, 3929 Woodward Avenue. Tickets on sale now. Available at all Villa locations, Puffer Red, Press Play at Eastland Mall, Flagship Boutique, or order online at ticketweb.com. The Spring Break Explosion with Chief Keef, I swear, Fezzo, and more. For more info, call 313-461-3568. The Spring Break Explosion, March 8th at the Garden Theater. And don't miss the official after party at the Sting.
Yo, it's your boy Chief Keef. Now we'll be taking over Detroit at the Sting, March 8th. Turn up.
Hosted by your boy Big Greg Bucky Neck. The Spring Break Explosion. Don't miss it.
Scott Stewart here at Buffalo Wild Wings for Boneless Thursdays to celebrate the weekend starting early. You see, we believe weekends should start on Thursdays.
My Friday status report? Right here.
And we're recruiting fellow fans of wings, beer, and sports. So help support the 4-day work week with specially priced boneless wings all day. 14 signature sauces and ice-cold Coca-Cola on Boneless Thursdays.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Price and participation vary by location.
All right, and we are back, man. If you're just tuning into the Soul Studio, I am your host, JaciCaprice. And, man, you have missed, if you're just now tuning in, because I done told y'all we were going on at 7:45, but if you're just now tuning in, you've missed 15 minutes of just pure, just gloriousness. I have Insite the Riot in the studio joining me tonight. I got DJ L BOOG joining me tonight, man, and he just did a set. He just spun that was just absolutely dope, man. Who was on that track?
The first track is called The Essence. It's by Keem the Franchise. Yeah. Shout out to him. He out of Houston right now. And the second track was Take Off the Blues by Foreign Exchange. So it's one of my favorite joints by them. So
I love it.
Still goes hard. It's
yeah,
so smooth.
Man. I absolutely love that, man. It's just, all right, we got a caller. That's what's up. Yeah, caller, hold on real quick. And we're going to get you on there. Caller, who are you? Where are you calling from? What's good?
Caller, you live on Soul Studio. State your name.
Hello.
Yeah, call me. It's Rochelle.
Hey, it's who?
J-Rock, call me. It's Rochelle.
You want to get in on the topic? You on the air?
Oh, God. What's the topic about?
Are you even
That's what's up. She's like, bring home some milk and bread. And don't forget, you on the Soul Studio, sister. Man, we just talking about hip-hop, man. Are you a hip-hop fan?
I didn't see it on it. I didn't see what was the topic about.
Yeah, we talking about hip-hop.
Something about hip-hop and the nature of hip-hop. Hello?
All right. That's what's up, man. We gonna keep it moving. We got Insite the Riot right here on the show, man. And she's a native of Detroit, Michigan. Insite the Riot split her youth between Motown and the neighboring blue-collar city of Inkster. Inspired by the record spun in her home by her uncle, DJ Marty B. We got another DJ. What? Insite originally tried her hand as a DJ. What?
Yeah,
Quit?
I was terrible at it.
Oh, no. You say you were scratching up records?
Yeah, I was scratching up records and stuff. I got booted, man.
You got booted off of that?
For real.
After scratching? Well, after ceasing her aspirations of scratching and spinning, not the good kind of scratching, Insite began mimicking what was being played on the radio. Encouraged by her mother, Insite began writing rhymes reflective of her own daily experiences. With rhymes crafted addressing a myriad of topics. That's a good word. Insite seeks to incite a riot in the hearts and minds of all who her music falls upon. Incite means to encourage you or urge on, stimulate, or prompt to action. Man, she's also knowledge. Insite is also knowledge of self. Well, she's knowledge of self too. You know, she's dope. A riot is simply a brilliant display or an unbridled outbreak. With those two words combined, the music is simply a call to action, whether it is getting involved in the community or believing in your dream, man. Insite the Riot, what's good, fam? Man, so okay, you started your hand as DJing.
Yeah, man.
Right, and then you scratched up some records and got booted.
Yeah, I got booted.
Then how did you transition? Like what was it for you?
She set me up. She set me up.
She said, yeah. She was like, I'm gonna let Boog do this. So.
I mean, I grew up in a household where music and art were at the forefront. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I had an uncle who was a DJ. He DJ'd in the clubs and what have you. And whenever he would step out, like I would sneak on his turntable. You know what I mean? And it happened to be a yo-yo record that I was spinning one day, and I scratched it up, threw it back in the sleeve.
She was like, "Don't try to play, don't try to play, don't try to play, don't try to play."
It was pretty much just like that, and I threw the record back in the sleeve.
Yeah.
A couple weeks later, he found it.
Oh no! So you snuck
put
it.
Two and two together. It was like, don't touch my stuff no more.
Oh no!
But I had, I had developed a Jones for hip hop, so it was like, oh man, I can't get on the turntables and spin it. What I'm gonna do?
Right.
So the alternative was to start creating my own music.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's how I got into it.
Wow. So writing, like, you've always wanted to write, or you've always write? Like a lot of MCs I've noticed, like starting poetry. Was it just MCing out the bat for you?
It was just MCing.
Okay.
I mean, I do write poetry, but it's a lot more personal stuff that I don't necessarily share.
Okay.
So it's always been about putting rhymes together.
Yeah. So like your inspiration, like where do you get your inspiration from? Like is it your own experiences? Is it stuff you see on the street? Oh
man, it's a combination. I mean, I would say first and foremost is definitely internal experience. You know what I mean? Like I definitely write from the inside.
Yeah.
But it could be a conversation I have with just a friend. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what's up. So this could be a track. This whole
studio
could be a track.
I'm telling you,
that's what's up.
It could be a whole track. So it could be a number of things. It might be a social issue that's going on that just sparks something in me that makes me want to write. For sure.
That's what's up, man. Listening to your tracks and listening to the topics that you speak about are really empowering. As a MC, and as a female MC, what role do you think you play as being that voice in the industry?
You know what? That's a big responsibility. I don't even want to say I'm that voice in the industry. Yeah. I kind of operate on the motto, like, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
So the things that I want to support and I want to hear, that's what I put out.
Yeah. That's what's up. And this track we're listening to now is called The Beggar Man. Y'all go ahead, listen to this, and we'll be right back with Insite the Riot, chopping it up with you, sis. Hey.
Now I'm back on my itinerary. God gave me reprieve, cause I got back to my knees. Said I got back to my peace. Added some action to them words, the skills as sharp as a crease. Or a machete beheading the unready. It's unsettling, but I ain't afraid of this game. See, life prepped me like argals and polos. Fam deep, not solo. And I don't battle rap no more. That's corn beef like fofos. Sailing in my little red boat, cause ink is showboat. My mind so far away, great success is so close. I ain't talking money, hoes, and clothes. I'm talking about accomplishing my goals and having assets that don't fold. I can feel the devil and his demons breathing down my neck. But I'm rocky on the staircase, I never miss a step. Don't ever count me out or insult my intellect. I'm pushing up on 3 stacks, I can't let my arms rest. They say the line between genius and insanity is thin. So I am either Einstein or crazy with the pen. I touch beats like techniques touch vinyl. Forward progress always, never looking spinal. Keep my faith in God, cause even politics is tribal. One foot after the other, learning from my typos. Lyrical tyrant is giant as Eli Manning. I make it look easy like taking the kids' candy. MCs wanna test me, I'm raising up the ante. Locked inside the lab till the verse is out. Standing on my own feet, survival of the fit. If you don't work, you don't eat. Insatiable appetite, unquenchable thirst till I ride in a hearse. Mother of verse until the earth return to the earth. See why y'all swag and surf, I ride a wave until I wipe out. Sick with the flow, there's no need for me to strike out. Music is my sanctuary, catch me in the first pew. Not a late bloomer, I'm just hanging past my curfew. Faith is my lip gloss, ambition is my perfume. Supernatural being, I'm just trying out my earth. Shoes, peep the New Balance. Double J you to be real, take the physical challenge.
Insite the riot. Insite the Riot. Man, that was dope, man. What's the inspiration? Insite the Riot. What is the inspiration behind that? That's called The Beggar, right?
For sure.
So what message was in that music right here?
That particular track was off the Away with Words Volume 2 mixtape. So the track is actually a Mos Def track, and the whole premise behind that is just lyrical wordplay. It's just to get on there and just let loose as an MC, you know?
Yes. Just out your dome. And it's really, your lyrics are really intentional. You know, with each word that you speak, it's got a definite aim, you know, to it. What you're trying to say is really going to your mind,
for sure,
you know, of the listener, and that's intentional, right?
Definitely. So Insite the Riot literally means to incite a revolution in our thinking, right? So the whole premise behind that is to, through the music, encourage positive thinking, is to encourage expanded self-awareness, is to help people overcome limited thinking. And, you know, I'm talking to myself in these songs.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's me talking to myself and hoping that maybe somebody else can connect with the message.
Well, yeah, that's definitely, you know, with that type of focus, that's definitely sure to happen. Now, what are you working on now?
So right now I'm working on an EP called Girl Meets Beat.
Okay.
It's going to be a 7-track project, and it's pretty much, it's introspective. So whereas my first 2 projects are really about pushing the message about perseverance and overcoming. This project has that same tagline, but I get more introspective and kind of go into why I have that message. You know what I'm saying? So I talk about some personal experiences that I've had to deal with and obstacles that I've had to overcome that made me push that message at the forefront.
That's dope. So like your music, you know, it's almost like you're showing us your process, you know, your life experience, you know, with each project. So you see it being progressive?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's dope, man. Insite the Riot, man. Y'all just tuning in. Y'all can call in 248-397-8085. No groupies, though. I don't know who that was.
Hey.
Who called in here?
The sound engineer.
James, keep your damn groupies off my show. She ain't packing right. I can walk through the parking lot.
I don't know who she is.
Keep her off my show.
Right.
Well, we're going to get ready to get into a break, man. We're going to have DJ L BOOG go ahead and spin us out into a break. When we come back, man, we're going to be chopping it up some more with Insite the Riot as well. We're going to have a live performance from the system, man. So y'all definitely don't want to miss this. Keep it locked right here on the Soul Studio. We'll be right back. Man, y'all listening to L BOOG right here on the Soul Studio, man. Get at him. He is on Twitter at Boogs World. That's at sign BOOGSWORLD. I had to think about how to spell that, man. Man, y'all keep it locked right here. He's going to spin us in the break. Make sure y'all call us in 248-397-8085, man. This is feeling good, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I love you. Hearts. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
He's coming to the Garden Theater.
Fraud niggas, y'all niggas, that's that shit I don't like.
76 Global, E-Dub, 30 Rich, and Get Fresh Entertainment presents the Spring Break Explosion, starring the one and only Chief Keef. And straight up the east side, it's that boy, live on stage, I swear, Bezzo. Every time my line ring, it's 10-5, it's the Spring Break Explosion, March 8th at the Garden Theater, 3929 Woodward Avenue. Tickets on sale now. Available at all Villa locations, Puffer Red, Press Play at Eastland Mall, Flagship Boutique, or order online at ticketweb.com. The Spring Break Explosion with Chief Keef, I swear, Fezzo, and more. For more info, call 313-461-3568. The Spring Break Explosion, March 8th at the Garden Theater. And don't miss the official after party at the Sting.
Yo, it's your boy Chief Keef. Now we'll be taking over Detroit at the Sting, March 8th. Turn up.
Hosted by your boy, Big Greg, Bucky Neck. The Spring Break Explosion. Don't miss it.
Great Deal Auto Sales. Are you looking for a car? Great Deal Auto Sales. Quick and easy credit approval. 7339 West 8 Mile Road, 48221. Just west of Livernois on 8 Mile, across from the KFC. 313-342-2500. Repo's okay. Bankruptcy, it's okay. Bad credit, it's okay. All of our cars have warranties. Look us up on Facebook and Twitter. Mention you heard this ad on Worldwide Core Radio and receive an additional $500 off your purchase. Remember, quick and easy credit approval. Great Deal Auto Sales.
What's up, world? This your girl, Niecy.
That's Boss Lady. And I'm your girl, Miss Nikki.
And I'm the real Miss Coca. Are you tired of the same old radio show? Need something different to tune into? Well, get ready. Boss Talk is changing the game of talk radio. We got hot topics and even hotter guests. And we're talking to bosses, entrepreneurs, and even hustlers. We got good music and lots of good info.
Yeah, info you can use like finding a job or starting a business.
We got giveaways, coupons, contests. And don't get it twisted. This is not your old run-of-the-mill talk show. That's right, because when bosses talk, everybody listens.
And you know, when we bossy ladies get together, you don't know what to expect.
So tune in each and every Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. starting Wednesday, November the 6th. Only on WorldwideCoreRadio.com, the new leaders of Internet radio.
Core Studios, your one-stop shop for your multimedia and promotional service with quality engineering for the professional, serious recording artists. Studio time starting at $35 an hour, plus $100, man, for that 4-hour block, baby. Pro Tools 9, up-to-date Mackie systems, the machine, soundproof recording booth, and the top-of-the-line mics, feed, and more. Core Studios also is your one-stop shop for the business person that you are. For quality update flyers as low as $175 for 5,000. CD duplication, CD covers starting at $150 for 500. Radio promotions, commercials, and t-shirts. That's right, baby, t-shirts starting as low as $20 a shirt with simple print, name, slogans, group organizations, and so and so. Also call us up for your next bulk of shirts needed for that family reunion, social club event, RRP memorial shirts. Bulk rate starting at $15 per shirt, baby, at 12. So call Core Studios when you ready for us to work for you. Core Studios, 248-397-8884. 248-397-8884. Quality work for the professional in you.
Yo, and we are back, man. This is Soul Studio. We had a wonderful conversation in the commercial break. We were talking about groupies and all that good stuff. And you don't want them. You don't want them. You know, I was asking Boog as a DJ, has he experienced that stuff, man? And it's really about how you carry yourself. And he's a good guy.
Did I incite that inspiration?
You did. that chick wasn't even my topic tonight.
Right.
But thank you for listening. Look, thank you for listening. She's a listener, so thank you for listening. Give you shots for that. Shots out to you, chick, for listening. I appreciate it. Even if you're my one listener, you got me on the grid tonight. Okay. But no, we got Insite the Riot join us here in the studio, and we were chopping it up before the break, and sis, man, I just have so much respect for what you do as an MC, as a female MC. And man, what do you think the state of the female MC is now in the music industry?
Well, I mean, if you think about it in terms of the larger commercial industry, it's sad. You know what I mean? Like, the reality is there's one female MC that's kind of at the forefront. That's Nikki.
Right.
But if you look on the underground, man, I'm encouraged. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, personally, I'm a member of the Foundation Collective of 5E Gallery.
Shout out to 5E.
And that is a collective of dope.
Yes.
One more time. MCs, dope.
Yes.
Dope. MCs who happen to be women.
Yes.
Right? I can't even say dope women MCs because most of us, if not all of us, will hold our own against our male counterparts.
You better say it.
Sure.
I agree.
You better say that. Yeah, thank you.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I mean, I'm part of the foundation too, and it's like, we just did this thing out at MSU this weekend, and you were sick, fam, and we did miss you, but it's good to have you here. And I love y'all anyway, but I fell more in love with you, with the foundation and what's going on in 5E this weekend. I mean, there's really some awesome things going there, and that's you have a place for your voice.
Definitely, you have a place for your voice. You have a place where you can feel comfortable, a safe space, and then the other piece to that is iron sharpens iron. Right?
Yes.
So if you look into your right and you got a dope MC, and you look into your left, like, it only makes you want to raise the bar.
That's what's up.
That's
what's up, man. And speaking of raising the bar, when we got you in here, there's no way we can't have you perform live. I mean, spitting bars.
Get these bars off.
Get these bars off right here on the Soul Studio, man.
Let's do it.
Yes. What song you gonna do for us tonight?
I'm gonna do Girl Meets Beat. This is the title track off of the upcoming project, and just want to share that with you guys tonight.
That's what's up. This is Insite the Riot right here on the Soul Studio.
Together all the things we need to fly.
Jay Norm on the track, by the way. Shout out to Jay Norm. One of the dopest producers in the D and beyond. Yeah. Turn me up just a little bit. Yo. Beat speaks to me. Perfect strangers. I bet eyes that beat. Nice to meet your acquaintance. Subtle flirtation prolongs the conversation. Feeling like I met you in a past compilation. Intrigued by the bass in your voice. Palms getting sweaty, vocal cords getting moist. They dreaming of chocolate covered Fruity Loops. Your hands on my hips like a hula hoop or steamy booth. Attracted to the logic and your reason, trying to discern a lifetime or a season. Love all of your parts, but I love the way you sequence. Plus your PPMs got me thinking of a remix. And I love the lineup in your fader. Always keep it real, no need for vocal simulators. And they can get a sample on the MP3. And when they download, I thank your MPC. I have my share of 808s and heartbreaks. Kicks from the snare, I can't erase. Rendezvous with the bass. Trouble with the treble. Dancing with the devil. The rhythm and the rebel. When we loving on this level, have my share of 808s and heartbreaks. Kicks from the snare, I can't erase. Rendezvous with the bass. Trouble with the treble. Dancing with the devil. The rhythm and the rebel. When we loving see. Hey yo, I met hip hop when I was 8 years old. And what I love most, it had so much soul. It was old school, and I was just a shouty. Never knew throughout my life it'll be here for me on the regular. Not a church vibe, it was secular. Not about the money, no studs was my checking it, but I respected it. It hit me in the heart. A few New York brothers had did it in the park, but it was there for me, and I was there for it. Pull out a chair for it, turn on the air for it, and just cool out. Cool out and listen to it, mind stimulated. Wishing that I could do it eventually if it was meant to be. We would be cause we connected physically and mentally, and it was fun then. I'll be geeked when it come around. Slim was fresh, yo, when it was underground. Share of 808s and heartbreaks. Kicks from the snare, I can't erase. Rendezvous with the bass. Trouble with the treble. Dancing with the devil. The rhythm and the rebel. When we loving on this level, have my share of 808s and heartbreaks. Kicks from the snare, I can't erase. Rendezvous with the bass. Trouble with the treble. Dancing with the devil, the rhythm and the rebel. When we loving on this level, ayy. Now you know we always talking about the 5 elements of hip hop, right? Being a 5E gallery and what have you. But I love the 4 principles of hip hop. And see, I'm gonna have y'all be my call and response if that's cool, right?
That's what's up.
So the 4 principles of hip hop are peace, love, unity, and having fun, right?
Gotcha.
So we say peace, love, unity, having fun. 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 Yeah.
I love it. Snap it up.
Shout out to Jay Norm. Man.
That track was hot.
Hey, that's my guy.
Yeah,
Jay Norm is my guy, man.
I don't normally do this, but y'all go ahead and keep the party going.
Yes. Right. Wow. Insite, man. That's dope. That's off your album, that's your EP.
Yeah,
that
I'm working on it right now.
Right?
I'm actually in the studio. I'm in Soundscape Studios out in Royal Oak. Shout out to Tim Smith. And the objective is to release it this summer. So
yeah. Oh, we definitely looking forward to that, man. And when you do, you know, we definitely gonna play it here.
Oh, for sure.
That's a given.
I'm gonna make sure
shoot it back to you.
Yeah, it's in my rotation.
Done deal. Done deal, man. So how can people get at you? Like what? You know, can we do MySpace?
No, you know, it's probably out there somewhere.
Hey, MySpace, they didn't upgrade it a little bit.
They're coming back.
You know what I'm saying? They still around. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? That's like a JT bought that.
He made a big investment.
It's really only music people on there though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's only worth your while if you really like for real trying to make some connects music wise.
Okay. So these are grown. It's kind of mature.
It's not Facebook where you just whatever. You know what I'm saying? It really is just about the music. I mean, if they've made it still where you got the social element to it, but it's more music people on there.
Oh, I may need to jump on that and refurbish.
Yeah, my MySpace account's still valid.
Yeah, mine is too. I didn't take it down, but
I just don't use it that much. But I'm gonna start though.
I probably look so totally different. I'm probably like somebody's kid. That was like 10 years ago, 7 years ago. You got a daughter? No, that was me. But no, man. Much respect to what you're doing, man.
Thank you.
It's really, really powerful. You know, to even hear you like live, it's like there's even more. We're sitting up here and we were just bumping our heads like, dude.
That's what's up. I appreciate it. You know, and if people want to get in contact for sure, everything is Insite the Riot, INSITE THERIOT. That's on Facebook, that's on Twitter. And then I have 2 projects that I released a couple years ago, and both of those are available for free download on my Bandcamp page.
Free. Did y'all hear that? Free.
You know, insitetheriot.bandcamp.com. And on the heels of releasing this new project, we'll have a new website as well. So
that's dope, man. And make sure you give me that information. That way I'll post it to the website when I run the rebroadcast on that producerchick.simple site. See, it's all about site today. Simple site is SIMPLESITE.com. We're gonna run that rebroadcast and put all your information on there as well, man. Y'all, if y'all haven't been listening to the content, shame on you, but you should also be listening to the music that's been playing underneath as well, man. We've had DJ L BOOG, man, here all night spinning.
I'm bouncing, so y'all better be bouncing.
Yes. Y'all better be bouncing with us, man.
I'm switching up the vibes so every break.
Yes.
Just know it's gonna be a little something different.
Yes, that's dope. We definitely got a jersey.
So this is a shout out to my people that love dance and house.
Yeah, that's
so
house music.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I found this cat on SoundCloud, and everything this dude does is fresh. His remixes is fresh.
Really? What's his name? Like, shout him.
Fresh.
What's his name?
I don't even know how to say his name.
Really?
But I'm gonna spell it.
Spell it. Everybody get a pad.
It's KAYTRANADA. You can go find him on SoundCloud.
I'm trying to like.
Right.
I couldn't even phonetically put that together.
Right. I don't even want to try and you know what I'm saying, pronounce it.
Yes.
But again, if you on SoundCloud, KAYTRANADA, search that. You can look at this dude's stuff. Like, he got original stuff, he got remixes, and all of them is fresh. Matter of fact, he did this Janet Jackson remix joint.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play it in a minute.
Okay, that's what's up.
Like, it's one of her throwback joints, and he remixed that boy. Oh my goodness!
Ridiculous. Yeah. Get that track while you doing that. I'm gonna chop it up. Yeah, get that track. We gonna play that in a minute too, man.
It's nuts.
Yeah. I haven't heard a female MC too much that I really like.
Yeah.
But you just tore it up and took me back to regular hip hop.
That's dope.
I just want to give you props for that.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Back.
That's what I come out of. You know, my musical influences. You know, on the female MC tip, light. You know what I mean?
Oh, you already know.
Just say female rappers.
I love MC
Light, hands down.
She's my favorite all time.
Hands down.
Right.
Yep.
She's my favorite.
Yep. Hands down, man. And who else like do you give homage to? You know, who made it happen?
I mean, KRS-One.
Yes.
You know, Rakim. Like, I'm a cerebral MC, so I connect with those. Common, especially Common's old stuff. Talib Kweli. Most Def. Oh man, it's so many. Nas. You know what I mean? Like that's probably like my number one influence. Like I love Nas.
Yeah, he's dope. Yeah,
I love his storytelling. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, like locally, like some MCs that have held it down, like Invincible is. You know, that's my homie, but that's a really that's an MC that I really look up to. Corona, like, you know, just
shout out to Corona.
Like, you know, MCs who are unique and just bring their own style to the culture. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And you're saying that that's what we're talking about, the foundation, you know, like Mahogany Jones and, you know, all of us who are doing our thing there. It's like, you know, we really got something there as women MCs, you know, we say MCs that happen to be women.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I think we need to make t-shirts.
We do.
Because that's really dope. But, you know, what we have going on here just in this very city, you know, in hip hop is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
You know, just right here.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm wondering, really, is it happening? Like, I know it's happening in Chicago. You know, have you really seen a movement happening anywhere else? Because we know it's happening here in the D. You know, we've been to Chicago, and they're making some serious noises. I believe it's I Used to Love Her.
Yeah,
out there
I
in
think
Chicago.
They have a monthly event that they do in Chicago.
That they're doing. Have you really heard, you know, much splashes?
I mean, not personally. You know what I mean? Like, at least not like what we doing. I mean, just the variety of styles, you know what I mean? And everybody seems to be on a positive wavelength, but everybody approaches it different, you know what I mean? And it's such a sisterhood. It's such a sisterhood, and there's so much support across the board, you know. I think it's unique.
I like that. Unique, man. These words, I'm just putting all these in my attic because I'm like a wordsmith. She's unique, and you know, MCs that happen to be women. This is like some serious stuff. Speaking into our spirit. You know, yes, Insite the Riot, man, fam. You're awesome, and we're gonna continue chopping it up with you as well. You know, at the end of the show. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, man. Get on in with DJ L BOOG.
Hear this joint?
This is dope. I was trying to stay focused, but the music is just so dope, man. Make sure y'all keep it locked here. When we come back, we got what's called a new segment here with my dude Antonio Rafael. It's the community focus segment, man. Had a chance to talk with him last night. Chopped that up, talking about gentrification. So keep it locked right here. When we come back from break, we're gonna get into that. All right, this is Soul Studio.
My name is Antonio. I'm an activist, organizer, and artist hailing from Southwest Detroit. And this is an issue that my hip hop collective, The Rise Up, has been really focusing on, spending a good amount of time thinking on. Also connecting with groups like EMEAC, Eastern Michigan Environmental Action Coalition or Council. I'm gonna feel bad later. It's committee maybe. The C always tricks me. But so we've been talking about it for a minute. And it's a controversial word, you know, gentrification. Like, what does it mean? Is it, a lot of people equate gentrification to just the location of the presence of higher socioeconomic people in a community, as opposed to the after effects. You know, it's like no one's opposing, you know, money coming to Detroit.
Right.
You know, now that, you know, Duggan's in office and, you know, black leadership has been undermined in the city, financial, like, capital is coming into the city enormously. You know, it's not like we're, you know, saying, hey, Detroit doesn't need money, we don't need jobs. Well, we need jobs. I mean, it's just the money that's coming is like hot money, you know what I'm saying?
So what do you mean by that, like hot money?
So, this is a big economic thing. It helps explain it with a chalkboard. But basically, like, if there's a good return on investment in an area, they think it's a good area to invest in. Like other countries, it becomes like a hot thing to do for a while. And it kind of causes like a bubble, I suppose, in a way.
Right. So there's studies that are actually being done on these areas that are going through or being positioned to go through the change.
Yeah, wow. Definitely. I mean, it's. I think there's. I guess I was just speaking there in a way that's reflecting a comparison of Detroit right now to a lot of third world country economies. You know, that's like the comparison that they like to make as well. You know, you hear it like in a lot of the rhetoric, like Opportunity Detroit, where they're talking about or export from Detroit. Like Detroit was like a third world country or something like that.
Right.
In a lot of ways, like Detroit has been, you know, it's a big working class city with like no jobs. So in a lot of ways, like the worker insecurity is a very serious and real thing that is kind of comparable to a lot of, you know, like third world countries. But that comparison is also like kind of rhetorical tool instead of just saying black people, you know what I'm saying? Because there's like stark segregation issue. So it's, I guess, all that is to say is you can't take gentrification, which is the movement of people. It's about the pushing out of people who are from a lower socioeconomic status. That's what gentrification is. It's not the rise of money. It's not the rise of capital. It's not the influx of investors in the area. That's not what the issue is, or people.
Well, who
it's
are
about
the people
being pushed out?
Right, and who are the people who are most being affected? I know you said the poorer class, but you know, is that something that's being considered when companies are coming in and you have sweetheart deals and you have all these things that are happening? Where are people expected to go? What are they taking in consideration as they're pushing people out?
I mean, I think there's this model of development that really focuses on downtown.
Okay.
And it's like I was saying, you can't unmoor the situation from the whole political context that we're in.
Right.
We're in a moment in the United States where austerity is the thing. You know, there's no, you know, we're bailing out banks, we're bailing out auto companies, but we're not bailing out families. We're not bailing out communities. We're not bailing out places who've received and been the recipients and the victims of predatory lending, of a lot of, you know, financial kind of scrupulous behavior. And you're seeing these same people kind of coming in and taking over large chunks of the city, investing in large chunks of the city. You know, like the Hance Farm. That's a financial institution, Hance Group. You know, they bought a big section of the Lower East Side and they plan to build a forest there. I mean, community getting access to that land would be. I mean, why can't I get a property for $3?
Right.
And why can't I get that?
So it's not even being offered to the folks who people who are living there.
There are programs. There are programs without a doubt, but it's certainly not to the extent, like not the cheap price, not on the scale.
Right.
And they're just, you know, they lube it up for these guys to go ahead and extract.
Yeah.
And that's what this kind of the Detroit Future City Plan is another big piece of it. That's another scenario, as well as the development projects that are going on especially, I mean, I know more about my area in Southwest Detroit, but the whole picture of gentrification, that's one tiny piece of a larger economic picture that we need to look at in where the city is right now. And we're under this place where the free market fundamentalism has taken over. Black leadership has been successfully humiliated. I would say they've been digging our names through the dirt for so long, and people just I'll take Duggan, sure. You know what I'm saying? People say this guy's a turnaround king, but he's a private. If you look at his track record, what he did with the hospital, what he did with the bus system, what he did, that's just his track record. Yeah, he's a privatizer.
Right. And then at what extent, at what sacrifice?
Oh yeah, and it's a big inequality thing. You know, it's in terms of wealth inequality. In 2008, 2009. The black population across the United States, but especially in Detroit, a good deal of the wealth of our community was in housing stock, was in what we invested in our pensions and things along those lines. And those things are getting, tore up since 2008. Tore up. People, getting evicted from their homes. It's wild right now. It's the wild, wild west of, the kind of quote unquote free market fundamentalism, here in Detroit. Right. We're a frontline community for this kind of economic assault.
And so what can people do? Folks who may be experiencing this push now, this what can they do?
Yeah, that's so tough. It's so tough. I mean, I think I'll start with the kind of a philosophical piece. Is just there's a lot of healing that needs to happen in the city of Detroit. There's a lot of trauma. And these conversations with people, we need to talk about race. We need to talk about the history of segregation in this area. We need to talk about, the criminalization of black people. We need to talk about crack and that era did to this community. You know what I'm saying? This was a really wonderful area for black wealth, for black businesses, Paradise Valley. We need to really explore those histories and see how urban policy at some point in time really brought about the end of our communities and the destruction of our communities and the building over through these quote-unquote urban renewal programs. If we want to see a track record of how that stuff went, you can. That's available. You know what I'm saying? You can find it, and that it will give you a lot of good insight as to where we are today and what's happening. So I think having an analysis of what's going on is the best place to start. What's causing this issue? What needs to be done? There are a lot of approaches. I was starting to feel philosophical with the healing. So that historical piece, helping us understand, what's gotten us here. I think that's a huge piece of it. Hyper local activity. I think there are enclaves where it's things are going well, and I'm very privileged as I come from Southwest Detroit, and that's a very privileged community. You know what I'm saying? Relatively in Detroit. We have a lot of advantages in terms of the immigrant culture there. So it's hard for us to sit here and talk and give an instruction for the rest of the city. Every neighborhood is different. Every neighborhood is different, and every neighborhood needs to be responding and organizing based on the things that are affecting them.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the most important piece, is you build that collective struggle with your neighbors and take back agency in the littlest things, whether that be putting a garden on the end of your block, chasing off scrappers, or remediating fights that are happening in the street between neighbors. Those are all success stories, keeping another person out of the criminal justice system. Those are all small, tiny, micro success stories that help, build traction. Once you really start getting into these things, you start networking, connecting with other organizations that are making things happen, and that's another step in the right direction. The hyper local activity, supporting local economies, supporting our neighbors, coming together, to work and to connect, our very real, very valuable, very oppressed situations and circumstances and stories. We're a creative city, Motown. Detroit is a creative city.
Absolutely.
We've had so much music, techno. They said that some of the first punk rock bands were in Detroit. So I just saw a documentary the other day about that. And it's wow, just this area has been so dynamic. You know? It's about tapping into that dynamicism that's just there and naturally and innate within, I think, the people of this area. And I think, oppressed communities generally. And tapping into that and finding creative solutions.
And with you, with this community segment, community focus segment that we're going to be doing, from here on out, I think, because you have the pulse of Detroit, your finger is on the pulse of Detroit, and I think this is going to be really good as far as getting some key things to the community and giving them things to think about. It's really good to have you on this team.
Yeah, absolutely. I would, if I could, suggest everybody in the city of Detroit needs to go ahead and take a look at the Detroit Future City Plan. It's this little thing that was put together with the premises that Detroit needs to shrink. There's a wonderful presentation about it, and I'll make sure we can post it up on the website. say. This wonderful professor last night who did an excellent presentation, and it connects deeply with gentrification. Like you can't unmoor that from the socioeconomic circumstances of the city.
Wow.
If they're going to be coming developed in the area, we need to be up in there. Like affordable housing for us too.
Yeah.
We need a living wage too. I mean, there's a lot of parts to it.
Mr. Antonio Rafael, man, you're the bomb. So glad to have you on this team, man.
My pleasure.
That's what's up. We'll see you. If not next week, we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do. Probably every other week or whatnot. But whenever you're here, I know it's going to be the bomb.
All right. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Shout out, rise up.